Namaste, Jai Shri Ram, Vande Mataram. Welcome to another broadcast of Navabimar's podcast. So today we have a special guest tonight evening with us, Mr. Madhusudan Nair. Namaste, Sarji.
Namaste. Jai Shri Ram.
So Jai Shri Ram. So today we have Mr. Madhusudan Nair. He is the pioneer of non-halal movement in India, I could say, and especially in southern India. So today we have a very fortunate that we have him with us to talk about his brand and the philosophy, the ethics behind his company, and how he founded his company, what he wants to do with it. So, Mr. Nair, so can you tell me a little bit about yourself first before we talk about your company?
Yeah. First of all, Dhanyavad for having me on your platform and giving an opportunity to speak here. I was born and brought up in Kerala, Kollam, studied there, and then joined the army, worked in the army, and one of the interesting assignments was being ADC to the governor of Punjab during the peak of militancy. Interestingly, my one side neighbor was KPS Gill, and he used to regularly use my phone. That time there's no mobile, landlines, so that his mobile is not tapped by the others. It was a very great experience having worked with the bureaucracy and others. And at that time, there was no ministers or a chief minister. We ran the government from the Raj Bhavan. And of course, the governor used to go to the secretary. So that was one, and then I was part of the Kargil operations, but not directly in the Kargil area, but in a sector in Ferozpur where we were deployed. There's no action on that side, but then we were in, and I worked in different places in India, but mostly majority of the time it was on the western border, uh, Pathankot, then Jalandhar, Ludhiana, Jodhpur, etc. And I took VRS and worked in one or two companies at the high corporate level. Then I started my own businesses. In the process, I forgot to mention a very important thing. In my school and college days, I was a swam saver, and the current minister, Mr. Suresh Gopi, is a school classmate of mine. We had studied in the same class, and later on, I'm a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party too. So I realized that there is a requirement of giving an option to the Indian consumer, that is the Hindus and Christians too, to give products which are Sanatani, which I have branded as non-halal, which are pure, without any what do you call it?
Without any like less chemicals.
Yes, yes. Harmful chemicals and then contaminants and all those things. Profit is not the real motive. Service is the motive to a great extent. That is a
Got it.
brief introduction. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So I think myself and the audience are really appreciate. Recently, we had Vijay Divas being celebrated. So it's quite a privilege for us to have one of you as our guest who was part of the Kargil war. So it's a really privilege for us and the audience to witness you. So, and we say thank you to you for your services. For you, we are able to sleep at nights and keep our country safe. So, the whole myself and the audience appreciates your sacrifices that you have done for the country. So, coming over to your products. So, I would like to know one specific thing, that is like you were in army. After army days, you had joined corporate. So, what was the inspiration behind forming non-halal.in as a movement?
See, there was or there is currently a situation where there are certain things which are happening which is not conducive to the national integrity and also to the social fabric of the country. So, keeping that in mind, I thought I should give an option to our customer to choose good products, value for money, and also the other stakeholders are the small uh, manufacturers, the people who manufacture from home or very small micro level manufacturers who has to be given a platform. Now, what I have done is I have taken the trademark from Government of India, non-halal, for various products. As you are aware, trademark is under different classes. Like, for example, the sarbat, etc., comes under class 32, beverages, class 32. Then soap, shampoos, etc., comes under class 3. So restaurants is a different class, it's class 43, etc., etc. So we have taken this non-halal trademark in almost all classes so that we give an opportunity for the small manufacturers to sell through a big brand, and I ensure that the quality is absolutely good. There's no compromise on the quality. And I insist I travel to the manufacturer's place and personally see that the processes are done properly, hygiene, and all those things what are supposed to be mandated has been done.
Thank you. So, next question would be on that specific lines. Say you talk about small scale manufacturers who do not have a platform. So, you are giving them a platform to sell their products from your platform. So, when you talk about the manufacturers, so are these small factories or are these like small villages or small towns? So, what kind of setup you have in terms of like whether it's a manufacturing process, it's a
See,
handmade pieces.
yes. See, some products, mostly they're all homemade. Homemade in the sense very micro business ventures, small, very small. So what
Like
happens is
household,
that when it is very small,
correct?
the
Like household, correct? Household housewives or in a family, people making products, correct? That kind of thing.
true. See, the thing is, the advantage is that the owner himself or herself is supervising the production process. So the quality is always maintained and the quality is of the same standard throughout. In large organizations, it's the employee who does it. The motivation of the employee will affect the quality, right? And the next thing is that they are also conscious of the inputs. So while selecting the input, it is the manufacturer or the owner himself who is selecting and ensuring the quality of the input. So these two factors make our product totally trustworthy.
Sure. I think, yeah, that's really good that you are helping families, villages, small towns, and like they are their own owner. So, like, it's not like, okay, I have a factory and I have a employee who's doing this. If a small scale group is doing this as owners, so the quality will always be there because they will not compromise on it. Like, it's their own baby. It's like kind of thing. So when they are making the product.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'll ask one more question before we move to your product demonstration. Okay. So in terms of health benefits, today we see a lot of marketing is done on healthy products. Okay, chemical free products, less hazardous chemicals. So in terms of health benefits, and also, is your product made in the like as per Ayurvedic principles, or can you just delve more into that in terms of health wise,
Yeah.
how healthy
Yes.
the product is?
True. See, as far as the soaps and shampoo ranges are concerned, they are paraffin free and sulfite free. These are the two chemicals which are used by the big manufacturers for stability and for long-term preservation. Whereas in our case, as I said, it's a homemade one. The maybe the manufacturer uses his hand to mix the whole thing, so he wouldn't want any hazard to himself. Then we have this sarbat range of sarbats, which is done by an elderly lady in Nagpur. She prepares small quantities. And it's always fresh, and she has very little stock on the shelf. As and when the order comes, it keeps moving on. And the best of inputs are selected. Coming to the coconut oil range, um, there's lot of coconut oil brands which are very cheap, but they're all I'm told made from used oil centrifuged or from other what you call crude oil extracts or whatever it is. Whereas these are absolutely pure directly from coconut milk which is manufactured. So I am very
i
particular about.
I have that
Yeah.
with me, so thank you for giving me this.
Great. Now, this is absolutely pure, and to be honest, I consume this every day. Raw coconut milk, I consume every day. It is one of the most healthiest food available in moderate quantities. It is very good for the skin, very good for the hair, and everything else.
Got it. Yeah. So thank you for this information. So now we will request you to share some more details on the products that you have, so the audience can actually feel what they will be buying when they order it.
Yeah, first we'll start off with the soap, shampoo, shower gel ranges. Those are our first products which we launched. These are handmade Ayurvedic soaps and shampoos, and of top quality. The feedback from the customers who have used it is very encouraging.
Yeah,
And
and for the audience, actually, we are sharing also on the screen the product. So, uh, sir will be showing this physical product, and you can also find on the screen where you can order it. And there is also a coupon code available in the pin cat. So, if you order and if you use the coupon code, you will also get a discount from us.
yeah, for this channel, we have given a 20% discount for those who use that coupon code.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Yeah, go ahead with your soap.
Soaps, we have around 56 types of soaps,
Do you
different
have it?
categories.
Do you have it in front of your eyes? Can you just show on the camera? Do you have the soap?
I have few of them. This
Yeah.
is the this is cow ghee sandal soap.
So
Then
what
we
is special
have.
about? Okay. So can you just go back? We yeah. I like what is inside? Can you just tell me a little about the product, like how it is? Like,
See
it is
this
made from which material?
this it is made of pure cow ghee, aloe vera, then honey, sunflower oil, sandal powder, and
Okay.
few other neem oil, coconut oil, vegetable glycerin, and all these things. So all the
Okay.
products are made of natural, pure ingredients.
Yeah. We can go to next one.
Yeah. Then we have a cow ghee turmeric. Now it depends on the choice of the customer what flavor they would like, right? Or what fragrance they would like, what product they like. We have seen that different customers have got different tastes. So they like the smell, the fragrance, or the leathering and all those things of different soap varieties. Then we have here, this is neem tulsi. I just have four varieties at the moment with me. Then this is lemongrass.
That's my favorite.
Okay, right, right. How do you feel since you have used it? You can also give a feedback as a customer to the audience.
Sure, sure. So, okay, what else you have? You can show it to
See,
the
then
audience.
we have discussed the coconut oil, virgin coconut oil. Now this is a 250 ml bottle made out of coconut milk. Now to make this, we need 10 big fresh coconuts, and the coconut milk is squeezed out, and that is put on a slow simmer, and the oil is taken out. There's no dust
Uh,
or any other impurities in this. It's absolutely
okay,
purest form of coconut oil.
okay. So the milk is boiled, or like how it is, how the process
Yes.
works? Because
The milk is put into a gunmetal vessel, big one, and with wooden fire, it is made to simmer in very, very low flame. And it is stirred with a copper spatula, big copper spatula, slowly, and then the oil starts coming up, and it is taken up with a spoon or a big what you call yeah, big spoon, and then taken out. And
understood.
we use only the first milk. See, once this milk is squeezed out from the coconut, you can again put a little more water, squash it, and again take out milk. But that there the quality comes down. So our product, we use only the first milk, the thick one.
Yeah, that's very important, and for the audience also, that the products might be cheaper with other brands, but the thing is that if you want to maintain the quality, there's a price which needs to be paid. So,
Yes.
like, cheap is fine, but if you can afford it, buy something which is made with authentic ways, made with quality, and that will actually help your health. Because even as per the research which is going on coconut oil, so coconut oil is the best oil for human body, which is documented even in medical journals itself. So, and this is the best coconut oil which is now available in the market, made naturally, made with no factory, and it was not reused. So i would I have used it myself. Okay. And one more thing which I would like to clarify here. So this is something I am doing out of my passion for Sanatani business initiatives. So nor he has paid me any money, and nor I have asked for anything. So there is no commercial thing here. We are doing it as a promotion of Sanatani businesses. So there is no commercial interest involved here. So that Mr. Malsuna would actually like to confirm.
Yeah. Actually, the oil bottle which is kept there was purchased by him at the Jaipur Dialogue Summit, where we had a non-halal stall. So we did not gift it to anybody, and neither to him also. It is purchased by him. So this is
Yeah. So
basically an honest interaction. Both of us, the aim is, as he has mentioned, to promote Sanatani business, Sanatani product, and final fallout is Sanatani itself.
yes. So that is our goal, and we are working towards that. Yeah. Next one.
Yeah.
Do you have
Next we
any
have,
more?
shall I proceed? We have the Sarbats. Sarbats is made by one Sakshi madam from Nagpur, and anyone who has tasted it. We had been to Ayodhya for an exhibition. We had been to Jaipur dialogues. All those friends who have tasted it are wow about it. And there are different products. We have lemony fresh sarbat. Then we have ginger sarbat. Then we have gulab. Then we have avla. There are about 5 6 varieties of sarbats. Please go to the website and choose your sarbat of your choice. Once you buy it, you will love it.
Yeah, one more question on health. So now there is a lot of concern about sugar consumption among many people, young people, older people. So, like, how much sugar, or is it natural sugar? It is artificial. What is used in the sharbat? So that
No,
information
see,
really helps.
the sugar alternatives, the chemical ones, are more harmful to the body than the sugar. So all those who are not diabetic, because these are sarvats are inherently sweet. So there has to be an addition of sugar. But we can dilute it as much as we want. So once you dilute in a glass, the quantity of the sugar would be very, very minimal. So it wouldn't harm a normal person's body.
Yeah, so that's very important information that actually a lot of people even myself, I will consume very less sugar, or I'll consume natural sugar which is available in fruits or honey. I'll consume. So that's very important information for people to actually understand. Okay, you can consume sugar in limited quantities, and it is safe to consume.
Yes.
Like,
See,
it is not like you are consuming 4 or 5 spoons of sugar with one spoon of sharbat.
yeah. No, actually, in the sarbat, we don't have to do any additional sugar. You just have to take a small quantity in a glass, add water, and drink it. No more sugar is required. The sugar is already there. So the sweetness you can decide.
Understood. Got it. Understood.
And
Yeah.
accordingly, it can be diluted.
Yeah. So one of the comments I see from Mr. Abhay Agarwal, he's mentioned that why we are not making a business uh, right now. So to answer to the question to Mr. Abhay Agarwal is that we are at the initial stage of creating a platform where people can come and sell their products. Okay, so we are at the initial stage of it. So right now we are not into making money, we are into building a system. So when you build something, you don't look for money and profit right away. Profit and money would be the outcome of your efforts that you put in. So we are now putting an effort into this, investing our time and other energy into this to create a system which can be sustainable. So right now we are investing into our time and effort, and profit other thing will come later when it becomes a sustainable venture.
And also, since we already have an e-commerce site, nonhalal.in, manufacturers who have got good quality products can approach us. We will assess it and add them to our product line. Somebody wants to take a retailership or a distribution, can contact us. There are some people who are contacting us from different places. We can discuss, and we want to support such small businesses also who want to sell our products other than through our website.
Okay, so is there any specific phone number, mobile number, or email address where they can send that? So
Yeah,
we will put that.
in the website, all details are given.
Okay, it's there, na?
Yes,
Fine.
yes, yes.
So one more question which comes out. So when you say you are working with very small scale enterprises, okay, maybe family, 2 people are working, okay, maybe a village is working with minimal tools. So when you're going to expand your business, you might have a problem of supply and demand, because a factory can produce 1,000 products in a day, but in a small scale industry, that output quantity might not be as per demand. So how would you tackle
No,
this?
that challenge will always be there. That challenge will always be there. But only thing is, we may have different suppliers supplying similar products. No, instead of no one family or one household supplying us, we may have other ones also wanting to do that, and some of them are willing to scale up a little more.
Understood.
So
So in time, when you see and assess the demand that you are getting, so you will also upgrade your backend infrastructure in terms of production So you will add additional manpower and additional regions where these are being produced so that you can match the demand and supply without
Absolutely
compromising the
right.
quality of it.
Yes.
Got it. So we'll go to our next. Which one you want to show us?
Then we have this ragi malt. This is ready to consume. You can mix it in milk, add honey, sugar, or without any sweetness. Then with hot water, and many other things can be made. This is a fantastic product, and all those who have purchased it are repeatedly ordering for it. Other than that we have a few millet products also. We are adding millet products also to our product range.
And yeah, so one information. So because ragi and millet are they are low glycemic index uh, food food category. So people who have diabetic issues, they can actually consume because it has a very low glycemic index compared to wheat or a rice. So
Yes,
that's also a good thing that people, if you want to consume it, like rice and wheat might not be the best option for diabetic people. So low glycemic index food products like ragi and millet are a good alternate to them.
correct. And they are rich in fiber, which is
Yes,
essential for our stomach health.
yes, fiber is very important. So why don't we go to the amla ones? I think that actually is a very good because it has vitamin C component, which is very important for our health and also for our immunity. Yeah, could you tell me a little bit more about it? Because I personally consume amla on a regular basis.
Right, right, right. We have got amla juice and amla sarbat, and these are made from pure original. These are not what you call it,
Pulp.
the essences. These are made from amla itself. Unlike other sarbats where the essence or the smell and taste will be of amla, but actually it is a chemical. Ours is not so. It is natural.
So, could you tell me where you source the amla from? Because I know in South there is a place where you grow amla. Okay, and here
No,
in
this is
East.
from Maharashtra.
Okay, okay. So you are sourcing from Maharashtra.
Yeah. No, we are sourcing the finished product. That's the amla juice, and is being manufactured in Nagpur. And I said
Hmm.
that elderly lady, she is sourcing it from Maharashtra.
Okay, understood, understood. Okay, so one more concern the customers might have is that you are buying it from a person and he again is sourcing his raw materials from another source. So do you have like do you go and work with them to make sure that okay their raw material quality is as per your requirement and standards, because
Yes,
that
yes.
can
As I
be a
told you in
quality
the
issue.
beginning, yes, yes. As I told you in the beginning, I visit the manufacturer and
Hmm.
I confirm that yes, these are being made as per the standards which we expect our customers to want, the quality which they want. So only then we proceed with the manufacturer. There are many people who are approaching us, but then we have not launched their products because the process has not been completed or we are not confident of them. As you mentioned, the aim is not to make it a big business in a short period of time. It is to ensure that a sustainable and ethical business model is built up.
Yes, it is very important because nowadays we see a term called crony capitalism. Okay, so this crony capitalism is something which is a negative word. Okay, but capitalism always cannot be bad. Okay, in ancient India, I have the book Arthashastra. Okay, so in Arthashastra talks about business. It talks about administration. It talks about money. So money is inherently not bad if you are using wrong means to earn money, that is bad. So same way, capitalism, if it's done properly, without compromising people's health, without doing harm to other to environment, without doing harm to people, it's a good way to sustainably earn a living. So
Yes.
why we are always against capitalism as a bad thing for the society as a whole? And we are with venture of Mr. Nair, and also I'm trying to actually help him in a way, is to give that it is not always that they will be bad people. There are good people with ethics who are doing business legally with all formalities. So now there is an option available for people that okay, this is bad person. No, everybody is not bad. Go experiment, check, and again, if you like it, use it. Because end of the day, I do a job, everybody does a job. So it is capitalism which is going to give you a job. So it is not inherently bad. There are few unscrupulous people who will be doing this. So we need to go beyond that. So on that part, I would like Mr. Nair to tell me more about his Kargil days. Something interesting that he wants to talk about, or share something information if you can to the
Yeah,
audience.
before we go there, since you
Hmm.
mentioned about capitalism and making money, yes, this
Hmm.
is a commercial business venture, no doubt about it, and it has to make profit to sustain itself. But the aim, the proceeds of this business venture, if it becomes profitable, will be utilized for promoting Sanatani causes. So anybody who makes a purchase here is not actually buying any item. He is actually donating to the Sanatani cause in the long run. So that is the major point which I would like to reinstate here, that reiterate here, that when you buy, you are donating to Hindu cause, to Sanatani cause. We would help Hindus, we would help donate to temples, whatever is required, whatever the small amounts which we get, finally it will be utilized for such purposes. So I think that can be highlighted a little.
Yes, yes, that's very important. That we have seen a lot of negative incidents happening across the globe, in Canada, in Bangladesh, in India, okay, in Pakistan. There are persecution happening for Hindu, and that is the cause of concern. And unfortunately, we do not have the kind of ecosystem, the kind of support system where we can actually help our brothers in Bangladesh or in other countries. And for that to happen, we need to have a viable businesses whom can contribute on a sustainable basis. So that's very important. So if you are going to purchase his product, buy the product for the quality. That's very important. As Mr. Nair says, the quality is very important for him. So if you purchase something, if you like it, okay, quality is good, it is better than the other quality, go and buy. Okay, we will not ask, okay, you just buy because we are from a Sanati cause. We are here to make a sustainable business with good services, with quality, which will be maintained, and in the meantime you will be also be helping the Sanatani cause itself. So it all goes together. It is not either or. It is going to be adding up to build something which will help Hindus across the globe and in India.
True.
Yeah.
So coming back to your question of the Kargil operations, at that point of time, I am from the Army Air Defense. We have guns and missiles to shoot down aircraft. So at that Firozpur area, we were deployed. So there was no action there. So it is that we were ready, guns were ready. If there was an infringement of our airspace, we will fight. But that did not happen.
Okay. Yeah. So you talk about correct your days in Punjab. So if you can share like any incident, which you want to share it with us, because I think most of us would not remember the Punjab days in 1990.
See, that was a very, very bad phase. We had to Every day there were killings, mass killings of children, young ladies, people were brought down from the buses and murdered. All those things were going on. It was a blunder created by some people, and a lot of innocent lives were gone. The country suffered a lot. But then there were great leadership also, like KPS Gill, single handedly fearless man. I have seen him going in an open jeep when the threat for his life was there. So it is to a great. I wouldn't say it is only because of him, but to a great extent, it was his leadership of the police force. He could motivate them to take any risk. Young IPS officers, many of them died, were shot because they were into war, and under his leadership, and he stood by them and promoted youngsters so that the war was fought. The ones who were not courageous were sidelined. But it was a different experience altogether. Wish it never happens in our country or in any country.
Yeah, so on that lines of question, so what do you think is happening now in Punjab? So do you see something similar which happened in when you were there in Punjab?
So see, that was an extreme phase. That cannot and will not happen with the central government being strong and the nationalistic government being placed. They will nip it in the bud. But India being such a vast country with so much of diversities, and also the what do you call it threat from foreign groups, agencies, and countries. They're all getting together to stop the growth which we are having in all the fields, not only economic field, military, then geopolitics. Everywhere we are actually marching ahead. So to bring us down, there will be what we call in Hindi you call it षड्यंत्र. Okay, they will do that, and then but then it will not be
Conspiracy.
conspiracies. There will not be any major problem, but pinpricks will be there. Our defense forces are ready to tackle it.
Understood. So, because I asked the question because, like, we are seeing a lot of in Manipur, we are seeing a lot of bad things are happening. Also in Punjab, not now, but previously we had a few stray incidents which happened. So, I'll last question before I'll move back to the product thing is that we have seen a lot of narcotics being confiscated by the security forces, by the NCB itself. So, what is the role of narcotics illegal trade into this specific incidents which you are talking about?
You see, narcotics plays two ways. One is it gives them money for their nefarious activities. People want ill-gotten wealth, they get it. Somebody wants to use this ill-gotten wealth against the society, against the country. So they get that money for that. But the worst is they try to finish off one generation. The youth of this country becomes useless. So that is a more dangerous thing. But then concerted effort is happening from the agency side. But society also should come up. Like it should start from the family. When the parents see that a child is behaving abnormally, his bag should be searched. And if it is found, then there should be support systems. Without spoiling the child's life and career, he should be brought back online and the chain should be traced to the source from where these drugs are coming. An effort is required from the parents, from the teachers, from society, from politicians, from the policemen. It has to be a full fledged war against drugs.
Understood. So, one thing I will add and we'll go back to our product display is that we are seeing now the social structure, the society, the family structure that we had for thousands of years. Now that is being eroded by a lot of this modern lifestyle. So what impact it is having, and like lack of family support and this menace of narcotics, are they somewhere linked together to
Yes,
creating the
yes, yes.
problem more
See,
more worse?
one of the reason is that earlier the children when they grew up, they had the emotional support of the uncles, aunties, mothers were generally not working, grandparents. So the emotional support was there. So them slipping into any bad habit was very very less. Only once they grow up, they start drinking or doing other things. Whereas now it is not so. Both the parents are having their career. They have very little time to take care of the children. If the children are balanced and stable, then it's okay. But if they have some emotional problems, if it is not identified and support is not given, then they are a weak link for people to take advantage of. So that is where, as you said, we have to find out a way because it is difficult to have big families now. It will be microscopic families, and within this situation, how do we come out of it? We have to find ways. That can be by having social gatherings of religious nature, spiritual nature, bringing the children along. Uh, okay, they can have their modern pursuits of dance and all those things, but along with that, they should be made to take part in such events where the grounding on the culture, spirituality, etc. happens.
Yes, it is very important. In I am a Bengali person, so in we say kirtan karo sab thik ho jabe. So it's a do kirtan and everything will be fine. So it sounds very trivial. Okay, what will happen with kirtan? But I have done kirtan. It has helped me a lot in terms of my mental health. It helped me in terms of my anxiety and other issues. So something looks very trivial, and we don't have to go to Harvard and find a research paper to say it is good. That's also a problem with nowadays, that whenever you say something, they will say, show me a research paper from Harvard, only then I will believe you. Okay,
True.
that is also a problem. We always looking for Western validation. So
Correct.
rooting, grounding in our dharmic traditions, observing them, becoming part of it by heart, by mind, and by body is something which is I have observed myself. I consume 1 meal a day for last 8 months, and people say to me, "How you are surviving?" I say, "Whatever I do, 1 meal a day is more than good enough to sustain myself, and I work for almost 14 hours a day, and nothing happens to me because I am able to sustain my lifestyle with proper food, natural food, not consuming a lot of junk food, having sleep, and also doing activity like kirtan or meditation is very good for your holistic approach towards health, your mental health,
Very
your physical health, and also spiritual health." So this is something which is important, that don't go and look for evidence at Harvard research paper to consume something. Okay, your
see,
body knows.
sorry to interrupt. We were talking about the coconut oil in the 80s and the 90s. The Western doctors and researchers gave so much of negative hype against coconut oil, and it was told that is the cause of cholesterol and that is the cause of all heart attacks. Now it has taken a 360-degree turn, and they have gone back saying that coconut oil is the best oil available, which we already knew for thousands of years.
So that's what. So trust your instincts. We as a civilization are consuming these products for thousands of years, and people have not died. It means it is good for you. If coconut oil was consumed for thousands of years as per Ayurvedic principles by our civilization, by our forefathers, then how a research paper can tell you it is bad for you? Ask also counter questions, that if it's so bad, then how I am alive? So we should not trust anybody blindly. Okay. Trust your instincts. Also use your mind, apply your critical thinking, and ask questions. uh, sometimes we actually go more by the reputation, and we stop asking questions. Even to me and to Mr. Nair, ask him questions. Okay, why I should use this product for you, and he will answer you. And if the answer is good enough for you, go and buy it. Okay, don't go only for reputation, and that applies to everyone. Now we'll go back to, so tell me what else you want to show us.
See, another thing which I have done is we have these coffee mugs. We have coffee mugs with two sides. One side is the picture of Swami Vivekananda, and the other is Veer Savarkar. We would be launching different varieties with the pictures of our great heroes of our country. Now, why is it so? It is because Swami Vivekananda may be known by everybody. Veer Savarkar, many children across India wouldn't know. But when this mug is there at home, when they see the picture, they'll ask their parents, who is it? What did he do? Also, along with almost every purchase, we send fridge stickers with the pictures of these heroes, so that almost every hero's picture is available in the home, and the children get to know that yes, such a person existed. This is his name. This is what he did for us. And these are the great qualities they had, which a portion of it or a small part of it we can try to imbibe. So to bring back our culture, to know what our greats had done earlier, so this is a small effort from our side, so that we spread. So as I said, the aim of this venture is not to make money, but to bring awareness about our cultural icons also.
Yeah, so very important. So I can give you one idea. You can also imprint a small QR code, and you can build a one web page. I don't think it's cost lot of money. So you can have one web page where if they scan it, they will be able to read a small article. Uh, how, why, what was done by Swami Vivekananda, or what was done by Veer Savarkar. So that will give a bit more engagement. Like they will know the picture of Mr. Savarkar and what he did for the nation. So that you can do. Have a small QR code, and that QR code will go to a page, and they can read about Savarkar's contribution to Indian freedom struggle and to Hindus as well.
Great. So, is it technically possible to have this QR code printed on the cup?
Yes, 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 yes. The
Then
way
it's a
the
great.
way the way you are able to print it, you can actually print it as well. Print it
Oh,
small. You
that'll
can
be great. Okay. Okay, that's a
make it.
great idea. We will do it. We will do it.
You can try. I think it can be done. I don't think that's a challenge
Okay.
in terms of
Okay.
scanning it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
the width has to be little bit here, and it will be okay.
Understood. Understood.
So that will give bit more engagement, because they will be able to read something. So you can
Yes.
also
Yes.
like link some specific books they can buy.
Understood.
So
Understood.
the web page will also have some books they can buy. So they will read about, and then they will learn about it. Having a picture
Correct.
is a good thing, but if they can understand and know why this person is in this mug, that will be a bit more helpful to
Yes.
make that awareness to the people.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And
anything else?
also, yeah, we also have some paintings to sell. This is actually a cause. The painter is little. He has some disabilities, so we are trying to support him. I have purchased myself few paintings. It's a very top quality, and the prices are very reasonable. So all those who want to decorate their walls, please do order and support us, of course, and also the painter.
Back end, can you just open one painting so that audience can see what is it? Can you click on it and see if it can be enlarged? Yeah, yeah, correct, correct, correct. Yeah, that's really good actually. So is it oil paint, or like what kind of paint is it?
Yeah, it's oil paint on different. It is on canvas. It's on paper. There are different what you call it medium on which it has been done,
Got it.
and the description is given on our website.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's a really novel idea to actually support a person who is disabled, but he's willing to earn his living by doing painting rather than asking for a handout. So it's a very
Right.
uh, courageous effort from the individual, also from you to actually support him in his endeavor. They are really good.
The quality of the painting
Yeah,
is extremely good. Professionals have appreciated it.
yeah, yeah. Anything else? You have something which is very special that you want to share to us? Something which is
No,
not available.
we will be adding more products. We are in discussion, and I need to visit these places and then take it forward. We will keep adding as per the requirements. We are going to add a range of coconut products other than coconut oil, coconut chutney, etc., etc.
That's very good.
As
So
yes.
that's really good that okay, you are trying to expand it, and it's also good for consumers. I think when people say capitalism is bad, capitalism is the only way of doing business where the consumer is king. If it's not rigged by the business people, so in a economy where you have capitalism as a base of business, the consumer can actually choose which product to buy and reject. So that's something which is a very positive about it, which actually people do not appreciate as much as it should be. That now me as a consumer, I have the option to buy a factory made product. I have the option to buy this product. I also have the option to buy many other products. So now, end of the day, the consumer decides what is good for them. And if they consume
True.
something and if it's good, they will buy it. So doing business is something with ethics is as good as doing something like puja. So as Swami Vivekananda said, correct, karma and dharma. Okay, karma yoga. You have the mug of Mr. Swami Vivekananda, and he has mentioned karma yoga. So doing business also is part of your karma.
Also, very shortly, we'll be adding dhoop from cow dung. Those line of products are also being discussed. Maybe another 15, 20 days, they will also be on the platform.
Sure, sure. I think we need you one more time. So once you get some free time, so please come back to us and share more the new products that we're going to launch
Yes, yes.
in future. Okay, so I think we are done for today. So I'm really thankful for you to coming to our show and sharing us this. So the audience will now know that okay, there is also one more brand which is making healthy chemic chemical use and handmade, and also done by small villages families. So people who will be buying this, they will be helping the families directly because they are the business owners, they are the employers, both are same. So he is also promoting self help group. So rather than being somebody's employee, they are able to earn their own living and be their own boss. So in a way, that's a very good thing for a country where we might not have enough jobs to provide. So a country cannot provide jobs to every citizen of this country. Somebody has to do the business, and Mr. Nair is doing a novel job of providing that platform, the opportunity for people who want to become their own boss, do their own small scale businesses, and helping them. So we appreciate his efforts in this regard.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much giving me an opportunity to come to your platform and interact with the audience and my uh, heartfelt thanks to you and also to the audience who has been supportive.
Yeah, we have Nandi here. So, Nandi, do you have any questions you want to ask? Okay, I think we will
Uh,
take some
Before
questions. We
coming to
have
my
time.
questions, we will
Hmm.
take some audience questions from the audience.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Abhay
Actually, I
Agarwal
just
asks, what benefits does cow ghee have on your skin?
Yes. See, cow ghee is one of the most nutritious food available, like coconut oil, and cow ghee. These are the two best oils available, which suits the Indian body. Equivalent is they say is olive oil, but that is for the Europeans. As far as we are concerned, traditionally from time immemorial, we have been using cow ghee, and so cow ghee is very nourishing to our skin. It has got those vitamins and those acids, the supportive acids which are required for skin health.
Uh, Good.
let
We
me scroll.
have
I'm
another
scrolling through.
question. Yeah. Mhm.
Go ahead. I just scrolled through. You go ahead and put it there.
So this person has a question. Do you guys plan to launch cow dung plus used in ovens? It is not easily available in Delhi NCR anywhere online.
Yes, we have manufacturers who have approached us, but you see, it has become a big racket, and people who are not Sanatanis are also selling it on in the market. So I have to identify Sanatani manufacturers who can give a good product, and that too cows who are treated well, given natural food, so that the benefit which we want to derive by using it, we should get that. We will do it. It is in the pipeline. As I said, that cow dung droop, cow dung sticks, all those things we are planning to bring it in the pipeline.
Nandi, I will show
Let
one
me find out.
question.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure, sure.
I found it. Found it. Yeah. So one more question is from Mr. Abhay Agarwal. How challenging is to run a non-halal platform in a communist paradise?
No, actually speaking, communism is in vain, and they have changed. When they used to say that's a waste of time using a diya in the home, they said instead of using that oil there, you should use it at your home. Nowadays, in every Janmashtami, they make him a communist. They make Krishna a communist. They make Mahadev, Bhagwan Mahadev a communist. So they have changed. So there is no problem. We will handle them. Nothing to worry on that count.
Ando, okay, so we have one question we already answered, but still I would just to highlight it. This all seems pretty costly, and the model itself doesn't seem scalable. What's the future plan and expansion? So you spoke about it, but I think you can add a few points if you want.
Yes. See, I understand. I understand. This is not a mass product. Mass product has to be low quality. When I say low quality, in comparison to these products, like for example, when we had the famine, we had the green revolution, we had the mass producing rice varieties. Whereas now we are all searching for the traditional varieties. They are low yielding but highly nutritious. But there will be a demand. You can get coconut oil, as I said, at 100 or 200 rupees a liter. But whereas this coconut oil is 200 rupees a liter, sorry, 2000 rupees a liter. You can get cow ghee, let's say Amul cow ghee, maybe 300 or 400 a liter, and sometimes they give buy one get one free. Whereas there are cow geese which are selling 2000. There's a friend of mine in Maharashtra who sells it at 4000. He says 100% sold out to regular customers in Mumbai who cook and use only his oil. You know why? Because the cows are brought up with lot of love and affection. They are given pure water to drink. They are given the best of fodder, green and dry fodder. Right. So the milk they give, the the quality differences may be a little bit, but that little bit also people are willing to pay for it. So I understand scaling up will be a problem, but India is a very big country. We are 140 crores, and the middle class is around 40 to 50 crores. Of that, even 1 crore decides to buy our products. That is a sufficiently large market. Now, next point. We are also, as I said, we have the trademark for various products. We'll be launching mineral water, non-halal mineral water in different states to start with. So that will be a daily consumption item, the water cans or the water bottles. When the daily consumption items come in, we'll be able to reach those customers with our products. And what I have seen is there's a 20% repeat order coming. When 100 people buy this product, 15 to 20 people reorder. So the challenge is to reach a larger audience. As the audience scale up, then the repeat orders also scales up and then it will become a viable proposition. The question is very valid. It is a challenge, but we will overcome it.
Sure, sure. I have one more question. He mentioned that okay, his own branding should be more on the luxury side. With that price range, it's just want you to okay. So he's saying that okay, the prices that you have given is more of a luxury side of the segment of the product. Okay, not for common people as such. So
Yeah. It was a deliberate decision initially to not look at the price, to look at the quality. To establish a brand, I thought that let us give only the top quality products. The volume will be less, turnover will be less, but the brand will be always be associated with top brand. Let us say the automobiles. When you say Mercedes, or when you say BMW, or when you say Audi, the thought is the number of units they sell is less. So similarly, initially what we wanted is to have a range of products which are top quality, maybe little price high. But there is another requirement also coming up with many of my customers who have used it. They say yes, it's slightly expensive. Why don't you plan for products which are within our budget? That may be a next stage. But at this point of time, during the discussion, also I mentioned we are very particular about the quality of the product.
got it, understood. So we have few couple of good comments as well. Uh, okay, this
Let me
question is
ask
there.
sir
Do
a
you
question in the meanwhile
go ahead?
later.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, no problem. No
So,
problem. So
sir, where do you source these Kashmiri pure saffron from?
It is from Kashmir, from the farm.
Hmm.
There's a gentleman who has I have not gone there, but he has sent me the photograph
Hmm.
of his farm. He sends it directly
Hmm.
from there. There is no other way in India where we
Hmm.
can source it.
Hmm.
but
The
there
other
are
choices are
hmm, but there are a couple of
Hmm.
like or hydroponics where you can grow saffron like non so that also an option, correct?
see, but hydroponic ones are grown in water,
Hmm,
so the nutrient levels are not as good as what is grown in the soil.
got it, understood. Yeah,
So
Nandi.
the other sources are Spain and the European countries. So it is better to support our own country than import from Iran or other places. We have no other choice.
Hmm.
If we want to have saffron, this question was asked at the Jaipur Dialogue stall. How can it be non-halal when you are sourcing it from Kashmir? Why not? It is part of our Akhand Bharat, part of our Bharat Mata. So it is also part of it.
Okay, so this was a comment. Do you plan to promote this platform on Jaipur Dialogues as well? So like this is
See,
not my platform.
yeah, we had taken part in the Jaipur Dialogues Summit conclave, and we had a stall there, and that is how I where we met Pedraji, and that is why we are having this show here. We are willing to associate with all like-minded platforms, and we are requesting for their support. And I assure that whatever support is coming and whatever we accrue out of it, we are willing to share the benefits because they're all doing a wonderful job to promote Sanatana Dharma.
Yeah, we have one more thank you from Mr. Narendra. Sorry for the name, Narendra
Mr. Narendra
Nenduri.
Nedungadia.
Nedagundi.
Yeah,
Nedugadi. Okay.
yeah. So
Nedungadia.
thank you, Colonel Nair. I have and continue to use a majority of your products. My family and I are now complete loyalists to these products, and I endorse the quality. Best wishes, Narendra Nenduri. So
Thank you, Mr. Nedungadi. Thank you so much. You are a source of encouragement and support.
yeah, so let me check. There are a few questions we can play. There's one thing which was happening. I will just share that thing a little bit later.
So, sir, I have a suggestion for your website. So, when you when you're listing the product, you can also show the one or two pictures of the products being made in the in their facility. That would be even more helpful for the buyers to see what's behind the scenes, what's going on.
So actually, today in YouTube, the manufacturing processes have been uploaded by different manufacturers. So that is
Mhm.
available. If somebody is keen to know, it is available.
Yeah, but I think what Nandi is referring to is correct. So the buying decision takes within 3 seconds. Okay,
Yes,
so when person is going to view the product, whether they will order the product, that buying decision is 3 to 5 seconds. That decision taken by the mind. Okay, so you have this 3 to 5 second window to actually convince the consumer to actually buy the product. So
true, true,
uh,
true.
and in that sense,
Okay,
if you
point
are going
taken,
to
point taken. Yes, right.
okay, so there's one more that cow dung upalas. So I think there is a lot of
Yeah,
demand
yeah.
for cow dung
We have,
upalas
we
in
have
NCR.
discussed it. We have discussed it. Yes.
Well, I'll take one more. I just searching for one more comment. Nandi, you have any more questions you can ask? A clothing
Yeah,
brand would
yeah.
be a good
So
idea
there's
as
a
well.
suggestion from Kaladin. He's saying clothing brand would be a good idea as well.
Yes, yes. We, as I said, we are progressing step by step. We will be adding all these. We'll be adding restaurants. We will be even adding fish and meat stalls for those who Hindus who consume that. But then we will have Hindus who will be doing the butchering as per Jatka. There are sources for that, but those are plans in the pipeline.
Okay, so we will end this stream with one specific thing which we were talking about, a Sanatani business ecosystem. So we see a comment from Mr. Abhijan Patel. Okay, so he says emergency riots are breaking out in Bangladesh. Okay, now we have seen what has happened in Bangladesh. The Hindu festival is taking place. Hindus are being persecuted. They are being physically harmed in many ways, and that and us as Sanatanis, we are unable to help them. Why we are unable to help them? Because we do not have the monetary and also the ecosystem to actually help our brothers. So this business that we are trying to promote, we are trying to like help not even Nair but a lot of people. He is also helping a lot of Shantari people to actually have their own business and earn money. Once that happens, we will have the capacity and the ecosystem to actually help our Sanatani brothers across the globe. And that cannot happen without a good ecosystem which can be sustain itself. So these kind of incidents are happening, and we are now helpless. But we are trying to make a difference by making sure that okay, it's not there right now, but we are working on it, and in future we will be able to help these people when something happens. So that's very important point which Mr. Karan Nair has also mentioned, that we have to have something which is sustainable, and he is going to, like, every business, every people are Sanatani. So end of the day you are going to help the Sanatani system grow, and by the end of the day we will have our temples taken care of, we will have our uh, kids who get better education, our traditions getting taken care of. So it's all something which is happens across the spectrum, just by buying the products that are being produced by Sanatani. That's the only request. Yeah, Mr. Nair.
Yes.
So any last words before we end?
Yeah. Support non-halal, support Sanatana Dharma.
Yes. So thank you, Nandi, for doing the excellent job. Thank you. Namaste. Jai Shri Ram. Vande Mataram.
Namaste. Jai Shri Ram.